welcome to Alvarez versus Meltzer, the show where I challenge the star rating of the one and only Dave Meltzer. My name is Ryan Alvarez, and today we are taking a look at the street fight between Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon from King of the Ring 2001. Meltzer gave this match a 4-star rating out of 5. Let's see if I agree. Essentially, this feud started with WCW owner Shane McMahon interrupting Kurt Angle's reenactment of his gold medal winning ceremony from 1996. Shane getting the upper hand on Kurt Angle in various segments over the next few weeks, to the point where Angle challenges him to a street fight at the pay-per-view. And this was knowing that he already had a semifinals match for the King of the Ring on the card. So this would be 3 matches on the night for Kurt Angle. He defeated Christian in the King of the Ring semifinal match, and then he would lose to Edge in the finals thanks to Shane McMahon. So we start this match. Angle is all over Shane. Shane does get it going for a little bit, but he slides out of the ring. Shane gets back in, and Angle is all over him again. Just a plethora of suplexes and forearm shots, just really shining the part of his wrestling background. Shane does mount another comeback that ends with Angle with a waistlock, and Shane baseball sliding through the ropes, sending him to the outside. I thought that was a cool spot. Shane leaps from the barricade over the announce table, hits a shoulder tackle. Shane grabs a kendo stick from under the ring. He hits Kurt Angle 5 times. On the 6th try, Angle runs Shane into the ring post, but Shane does retaliate by clotheslining Angle over the barricade. So this is a fast-paced match to start. Shane tackles Angle into the ring steps. We're back in the ring. Shane bringing all kinds of weapons in now, from trash cans, trash can lids, kendo stick. Shane does get some pretty good damage in with a small street sign. Angle charges Shane in the corner. Shane avoids, hits a tilt-a-whirl DDT, or an around-the-world DDT, whatever you want to call it. Shane goes for a sharpshooter, and after struggling to get it fully locked in, he finally does. Angle is able to reach a kendo stick to hit Shane and break the hold. Angle with a big swing and a miss. It almost looks like he hits the official here, but official no-sells it, which I absolutely love. Shane capitalizes with some right hands, one of which sent an Angle to the mat. I love how in all of Shane McMahon's matches, he is essentially like this amateur boxer. Like, all of his right hands at some point or another send his opponent to the floor. Just Shane McMahon storyline, I guess. Shane now doing some damage with a trash can. He then lays the trash can on Angle. Goes for a shooting star press, but Angle gets out of the way. Shane eats all of this. Right onto the trash can. Angle throws Shane to the outside, and they make their way up the ramp. Despite a suplex by Shane on the rampway, Angle throws Shane into a pillar that's a part of the stage setup. This is the part of the match that people remember the most. There are these tall glass windows, or tall glass plates, I guess, but it's a part of the stage setup. Angle with a belly-to-belly, he tries to throw Shane through the glass. It doesn't break. It would have said Shane's head and neck thud right on the concrete. Shane McMahon did say this knocked him unconscious for a brief second. Not surprising. The second try, though, by Angle sends Shane flying through the glass. We see Shane is busted open now. Angle tries to send him through the other side, back to the stage entrance. He fails twice. So now, up to this point, we have 3 times where Shane falls and hits the back of his head and his neck right on the concrete. The third time, though, trying to send him back through, it does work. And at this point, Shane is just all bloody to hell. Angle tries to drag Shane back to the ring. He slips and falls and ends up cutting himself up pretty good. Angle puts him on an equipment case. He's absolutely exhausted. He can't pick him up, but only to get him onto this equipment case on wheels. And literally wheels Shane back to the ring. I thought this is a great spot. Angle gets him back in the ring, goes for the pin. Shane gets the shoulder up. Crowd pops hard for this. Angle looking to do some damage with a trash can lid until Shane low blows him. Shane hits Angle a few times with it, but then is able to hit an Angle slam. Both men to their feet, though. Angle whips Shane into the corner. Angle gets a piece of plywood, hits Shane with it a couple times, then makes a platform across the top rope with it, using the turnbuckle kind of also as leverage. Angle climbs up. He's standing on this piece of plywood. Hits an Angle slam from the top rope. Crowd's gasping. Kurt Angle gets the win here. So with that being said, do I agree with Meltzer? I really wanted to push here, but I enjoyed this way too much. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5. It was just so violent. It was beautifully violent. Shane took a heck of a beating, and say what you will about Shane's involvement on the main roster over the last few years, but when he wrestled in the late 90s and the early 2000s, he went for it, and he always put on a good show. Not too technical outside of the first handful of minutes, but the match was just soaked in story, and this is always an exciting match to watch. You at home, what did you think about the match? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, as well as visiting our other social media links in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Alvarez vs. Meltzer.